Switch, baby, I don't even wanna hear shit. You ain't such a cackles and I'm loving all your dance moves. Getting all these players and I'm loving what my fans do. If you been hitting, then I gotta give you no love. Mama told me that I gotta go and toughen up. Sending her the messages, I'm hoping that she open up. Taking her to Pluto and she kicking me with judo. And she better know my name, cause my name is fucking Pluto. Drip down, pink dress, they don't wanna hear it. And my money long, baby, but my time is always killing. With a bad bitch and I'm fucking all a little yachty. I've been pushing all these songs like I'm fucking pushing pink. And I'm wearing all Celine and you'll think I live in Italy. I don't give a fuck about you, baby, I'm the better me. She wanna hear my name, but I told her hit the Google. And she looking at my figures and I'm telling her kudos. Switch, baby, I don't even wanna hear shit. You ain't such a cackles and I'm loving all your dance moves. Getting all these players and I'm loving what my fans do. If you been hitting, then I gotta give you no love. Mama told me that I gotta go and toughen up. Sending her the messages, I'm hoping that she open up. Taking her to Pluto and she kicking me with judo. And she better know my name, cause my name is fucking Pluto.
Ooh yeah, let's go to Pluto, yeah, let's go. Ooh yeah, let's go to Pluto. Baby, it's you and me, I'm down for the ride. Oh, yeah, let's go. Kisses represent the constellations. Got me begging, new boy, you can be my salvation. Yeah, yeah, whoa. This trip is not just for you and me. Maybe we can bring the whole family. It's our time, our home, our people, our throne.
Switch, baby, I don't even wanna hear shit. You ain't such a cackles and I'm loving all your dance moves. Getting all these players and I'm loving what my fans do. If you been hitting, then I gotta give you no love. Mama told me that I gotta go and toughen up. Sending her the messages, I'm hoping that she open up. Taking her to Pluto and she kicking me with judo. And she better know my name, cause my name is fucking Pluto.
Bitch, don't worry about my name, it's not important. I'm funky on this beat.
Hello. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh. Oop. Oop. All right. Hi. Sorry about that. But I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day. Sorry about that. I had to do a little intro and I didn't want it to be too cringe and for them to hear me. So pretty much this is a behind the roleplay episode with you may know her as SassiBubbles, you may know her as Nairi, and then I got the one and only Naldi here. This is going to be a pretty good podcast, I can already tell. I'm going to try, and after this is done, I'm going to try and hopefully be able to upload it onto YouTube. And so then obviously, like, if people who can't make it, it's going to be on there, whatever. But yeah, it's going to be good. I think that I'm going to try and talk about today is pretty much like change. I know a lot of times in RP, it's kind of like a you know, you never know, I guess, to how to react to change because you're so used to it. It happens so frequently, you know, back to back. And, you know, I kind of want to talk about just how to handle change. And obviously I do want to dissect into the characters of Naldi and Nairi. And so yeah, sit back, relax, have some snacks, make sure to have your water or something to drink because we're definitely going to need it. All right, so I'm going to go back and hopefully they don't freak out. Okay. Oh, so we're already getting started. All right. Well, I mean, hey, we're here. This is, I mean, hey, you know what? We don't want to interrupt, what you have going on. Jesus. It, honestly, at this point, it's probably staged. I'm gonna be honest. After what happened last time, it's. Oh, it's not. Oh, then continue. What did we miss? Give us all the deets. Okay, tell me. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, you gotta. I mean, you're the queen of Echo and the queen of bees, so you kind of have to like, you know what I'm saying, respect. You know what I'm saying, Naldi, I respect you, but that's listen. If I'm being honest, well, okay. Well, I will say this. Who? Okay, we'll do a little trivia in the beginning. Okay, who was kind of the first person to suggest the story of like Naldi and Nairi? Oh, hang on. I'm see. You know what's crazy? I'm messing up already. Oh no, it's this one. Okay, say something.
Hello.
There we go. All right. They missed all that, by the way. All right, so
Oh, thank God.
okay, yeah, so they missed it. So, but it's fine. It's fine. Thank you so
It's
much,
fine.
Lady Muse.
Moving
Appreciate
right
you.
along.
But no, but we're gonna suck. We're gonna let the serenade. This is a podcast. We're here to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
This is also a little more, you know. So Naldi was the first one to kind of interject, being like, "Hey, like, was it kind of like?" Because so my experience with dating RP is that it's always been kind of, I guess, like, it's first things first is obviously OOC communication, being like, hey, this is what I'm comfortable with, this is what I'm not comfortable with. Like, did y'all do that type of thing, or was it all just like based all in character to where it's like you kind of already knew what lines not to cross and stuff like that?
So like in character, like they started hanging out and like going to like music events and stuff. And before like the serious, like, do we want to date? Like, then the OOC conversation happened about like boundaries and things like that. So yeah.
Was that an easy conversation to kind of have, or would you kind of have to like
Yeah, it was a pretty easy conversation. Like, you know, he made up the story in City that he had this wife back in New York, like, and asked if I was okay with that. And I was like sitting here racking my brain, like, what? And then it finally clicked, like, oh, okay. But yeah, then we had an OOC conversation about it.
Okay, so I think that a lot of times with our peers in general is that, you know, it's always preach keep things in character, but I feel like the biggest thing to always look at is like you have to have that guideline, you know,
right?
Like you have to have that mindset of, because when Jimmy and Mandy was married and even dating, like, there was times where, you know, we would, you know, they talk to each other in character, but then when things, like you said, got really serious, and it was like, hey, listen, like what are your boundaries, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the biggest thing with that is just kind of like, for me personally, when I play Jimmy, he's very like out there, obviously, like there's no filter. So I genuinely asked her, I was like, hey, is it okay if Jimmy's still Jimmy, but like there's no action, it's just all talk, you know? And she was obviously down for it. So we had long conversation with other couples being like, yeah, my wife pegs me, you know, my wife pegs me all every night. And there were times where we talked frequently so normal about it that other couples in RP were like, what, can we try that? You know, and like, hell no, you can't try it. You know, it's like, so it was kind of a cool thing to see that it was just, we talked normal about it and it became just normal, you know? But yeah, so thank you again. Obviously, I know we jumped right into it, and it's great. But thank you so much for just coming on. I know, Naldi, every time that I mention podcast, you always either subtweet me or DM me that you want to be on. So I'm glad that I'm able to bring you on. This is like your second time, right?
It's my second go around.
And you're actually a full grown man, not a brat's. Not a brat's.
Not a brat. I'm grown. I'm a grown man now.
A grown man.
I'm not a baby.
I'm not a baby no more. That's a crazy statement. That's a crazy statement. It's great. Damn. But yeah, no, thank y'all again for coming on. I've been looking forward to just doing Behind the Roleplay a little bit more. My schedule is like super limited, so like even role playing in general is kind of hard, but I'm really glad that we can like sit down and just chit chat and yap about all the fun role play stuff that no one ever gets to really see. So the first thing I kind of want to, well, this whole podcast or a show today is all about change, which I feel like change is something that in role play sometimes can have an OOC kind of reaction because it's so big, and also, you know, you interact with it so much, you interact with whatever, you know, it's something that even for me, there's been so much change, and I'm pretty sure with Naldi, with so much change that's happened in Naldi's story, I'm pretty sure has definitely left a lot of, I wouldn't say such a bad thing, but just like such a change, right, in your demeanor of roleplay, and especially with Nairi too. I mean, Nairi's known as the COC lady, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that responsibility is so big, and obviously with Naldi, like in the beginning, Naldi created No Love, right? Which there's gonna be a lot of questions with that, Naldi, because even in a sideline part, I still don't really get the story fully, you know, with the whole just record labels in general. But yeah, so pretty much, I guess I'm gonna start with Naldi first, and then because let me just say, chat, Naldi did get very upset that he wasn't first on the title, so I feel like at least I'll let him talk first, you know, or ask some questions first.
Jealous.
You're welcome. Yeah. You're welcome. So obviously I know NRP that Naldi helped start No Love. But my whole kind of where I kind of get a little lost is that when No Love kind of stopped, I guess, because honestly, when record labels end NRP, you never know where it starts and ends, and then where another one begins, I guess, because like there's been so many record labels in RP to where it's like it's just too much to keep up, right? So right now where Naldi's at, and I think right now he's at, is it Dream Records, right?
Yeah, Dream.
Yeah, so Dream got rebranded because it was Triad Records, right?
Yeah.
So how was that transition kind of going from, you know, going from No Love where you built that kind of, right? But then in this weird way, Naldi was kind of in the shadows, and then have it to where it kind of like shifted. It's all kind of like moving, I guess, right? Because it's like Naldi can't get comfortable, it seems like, with a record label. Music, very comfortable, but having a place to stay, it seems like it's so hard to like find that comfortable, you know, that comfortable position, I guess.
Right. So it started off with the end of No Love was really like it was me and Keshi who created No Love.
Yeah.
But the end of No Love was really like me and Keshi had a conversation of like what's the alternative routes, you know what I'm saying? You know, there was things in the management position where like, you know, some of management was MIA, and then, you know, it was just one management, you know, it was just everything was just crumbling. It wasn't like YB always quote this. No Love was not a family no more. It was more just like a regular record label. I think about like 3 weeks before me actually deciding to leave No Love, I had actually had a conversation with Philo and Trey. They wanted to start up a label, you know, this, that, the third. And, you know, YB, who was, you know, my right hand man, said that he was going to leave and join. And he said it would really be cool if I joined and left. And I've always been cool with Trey and Philo for like the majority of my time in Echo. So I just had a conversation with Kashi, and I just told him, like, look, you know, this is how it's going to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go this way. What do you want to do? I always made sure Keshi was straight. And Keshi said he'll just do his own thing. And then, you know, we joined, it was Triad Records. It only lasted for like 2 months because there was a confusion of, you know, when you have majority of your rap artists or your hip hop artists that are felons doing, you know, jobs and stuff like that, you start to think that, you know, we had the confusion with other businesses, other labels that we were with them. Although we hung out with them a lot in character, but we weren't one of them, if you want to say. And then the transition of Dream was again. I'm not even gonna lie. The reason for the transition of Dream was it came to the point where me and YB were just like, hey, this name has to change or we're walking out of the door. And it was just more of like we would see like the attendance when we were Triad Records. You know, I think the most people that we got for an event under Triad Records was like 40 people, and that was just uncommon to me. And then, you know, slowly when we shipped to Dream, you know, the numbers started going up. You know, we just did a tour, the Pluto World Tour. I think every tour date went up by like 10 or 15 people. We started off with 64 people. The following week it was 65. and then the following show was 75, and then the last one that we just had was I believe 93 or 92.
So when I'm trying to figure out how I can word this, because you said so much, and I'm like, I don't want to just like throw it out at you. I'm trying to go in sections. So
Right.
when you said that if the name changed, if it doesn't change, they're walking out, right? When you say that statement, right? Is there a point where it's like you genuinely care about like where your character's brand kind of is? Because obviously being with music in EchoRP, it's this weird, twisted, like celebrity type of like thing, right? To where you care about where your characters are around. You care about kind of like if your character's name's attached, it is kind of like you're being a manager, OC of your character in this weird way. If the scenario was that the name wasn't to change, right? Was it in Naldi's mindset to start another label, or would he have done what Keshi did and just did his own thing?
I'm honestly to the point where like I really do think about it this way. Like I told Trey in an in-character situation, I said straight like this. I was like, I don't need ya. I'm just doing this to, build a family. And with myself, I have like a little group, me, YB, Jay, Vidal. We go by like 333. We have the little motto 333.
Yeah.
It's actually our thing. It's like a pat that we have. If one of us is not happy, then none of us are happy. So as long as we're all happy, currently right now today, we are all currently happy with the way the dream's going. But for me, it's more of like managing my own stuff at the time. If the name change didn't had happened, I were to leave, I probably would never. I would still do music, but I probably would never tie down. Um, and I'd still the difference that I seen with No Love and because the talks were there about me leaving from Triad Records. Trey and Sonny were very understanding about it. Compared to No Love, where it was like I kind of had to pull teeth and strengths to kind of get my point across. But with Trey, it was a genuine conversation, and he listened. And another right hand man as well. Anything that I have concerns about, he listens, or he asks for my feedback. He listens. So the bond is definitely there. I think over the course of the last, 3-4 months, you can even ask Nairi. I think I've slowly said like, damn, I kind of am like an ambassador almost. I want to help other artists, especially the newer artists that we got coming in through Dream, or a new artist that's going to another record label. And yeah.
Well, so I have a question now. I hope this doesn't change your demeanor of like the next time you're on Naldi, right? But what if you had Naldi make 333 not a label, but like in a weird like not a twisted way, but like how like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, all that. What if you made that y'all's thing and not a label? Like
that's essentially what we are. We're like not like I don't want to say a
not
band
a
or like
boy band, yeah, but like like a
boy
group.
band.
It's just a group,
we're like a group. Like I'll
Yeah.
be real with you. It's not even just me, YB, Vidal, Jay. There's Pigeon in there. There's AB.
Yeah, but like what so my first thought of that is, right, if like Naldi doesn't need Pigeon, especially doesn't need a label to like to raise her name, right? Especially Naldi and everyone else, right? Is the fear of having to where if those characters were to leave that label, then the label would just kind of fall. Like, do y'all feel like y'all are pillars of that label, or do you think that what's the thought process between that?
We definitely, well, for me, I know my impact on it is if I was to leave the label, I know like a lot of people will follow behind me, which is why when like I try to when I have an issue within the label, I go to Trey immediately. And I'll be real with you, we've had like 3-4 conversations about how the label state is. And, it's gone perfectly fine. The changes were made immediately to our liking. The thing is with Trey as the CEO is he wants us to be happy. I can disclose one of the things. We had a meeting the other day where, most of the artists who are like experience, like me, YB, guys that do like other sorts of income in character, like Banks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If we do a show for like the label, like if Dream goes and has an event, we normally got paid out, for doing that show. We said we don't want the money. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the shows. We just wanted to expose our music, just drop, have fun with it. So that's pretty much from
Okay.
our
I understand. I do see now kind of what you mean. But I'm telling you, I do feel like what you kind of said, how Naldi's point of view is with that, like NRP, is that he does want a family, but it seems like that 333 is the family, but for someone who obviously isn't tied to it at all, like kind of like a sideline look, it looks like they just like they need like an anchor, right?
And the good thing about 333 is like the CEO is also a part of that. That's that boy, that not boy group, that group.
I'm gonna start saying boy band. I'm sorry, I'm gonna do that in character. Fuck you. I'm gonna be on Jimmy like, yeah, that boy band over there, 333. But honestly, I thought about doing something like that on Jimmy, like having like a group or something like that. And then have that group just kind of like collab with other artists. But then I was like, and I did Aurora, and that fell down so quickly. Like it fell down so quickly to the point where it was like, I almost was like, as a Tyler, was like, fuck doing music. Like I don't understand it. Like, but then I kind of took my time and was like, you know what? I'm gonna go at my own pace. Like I'm not gonna be as invested in RP as I used to be. But oh, go ahead. What are you gonna say? What you think?
I think with the state too, like you said, like with the you want to create a music group.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard because most of the newer artists that come through Echo, no offense to like none of them.
Take offense, by the way. Let me just say, just joking.
Most of the artists that come to Echo immediately run to the 3.
100%. 100%. No, that's, I mean, and I experienced that with Legacy, bro. Like, I mean, there was times where we would be in the lobby just doing nothing. And there were people at the front door like, hey, I just landed off the plane. I want to get signed to Legacy. We're like, well, hang on now. Like, we got to talk to you first. Got to listen to your music, So
right.
I understand, that people want that, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you can't just jump right into it. But yeah, no, I have a better understanding now. But I will say, I want to put Nairi in the spotlight now. Okay, so. Is she okay? Yeah, Naldi, I know you love me asking you questions, but now it's time to ask Nairi or Case some questions. All right. So obviously we talked about how Naldi's kind of like his changed, with his kind of music groups and stuff like that. Nairi has changed in a bigger way, I think, just not in just like in a business form, but I feel like as a character, like I remember seeing Nairi around just like was like helping run Suchi's like as like a manager, right? And then turned around, and then now Nairi is like one of the COC members and like doing a lot, a lot of like, and it's not even in character a lot. It's also back end stuff. I don't think people ever give enough appreciation of back end RP stuff.
Facts.
Because there's so much, even though it may, and I can't say this enough, it's just a game. You know what I'm saying? But it's also nice just to have that kind of, I guess, that feeling of like, oh, this is kind of like, it's RP, so we kind of play it real. But it's like, at the same time, it's also nice just to have it. I mean, there was countless of times where I stayed up until ungodly amount of hours working on moment stuff that is so fucking pointless now when I think about it. But it's just nice to have that motivation. But when you had that transition going from having Nairi going from just like kind of manager position to like COC, was there ever a time where you kind of like, you were like, okay, I think I'm ready for this jump? Because it's a pretty big jump, right? Like it's not some small little thing. Like it's a pretty big responsibility. What was kind of like your thought process having Nairi like be a part of that?
It wasn't even a jump. I was pushed. Like I was literally pushed off the edge.
Really?
Yes. So running Suchis or like even being management of Suchis like was one thing. And then, Bo couldn't come around for a while. So that put me into a bigger position than I was ready for. But, I took it on and I did it or whatever. And then owning Suchis, like that was cool. But then the jump from like Suchis to like the COC madness was like literally a push. Like I was a little like a mere like peon in the COC when I started, and I always had that, I always had people above me that I could be like, here's my work, approve it, and then they would approve it. And then they kind of just like left at the same time. And it was like, well, there's Nairi. Like put her into those positions. So I literally went from like the smallest position to like the biggest position. And it was scary. Like it was scary because now like I was making all the decisions. I was, hiring, firing, like doing SOPs, interviews, like
oh, that's fucking terrifying.
It was it was definitely a big push. And it all happened like in a matter of like 30 days. Like,
hang on. Give me 1 second. My fucking RP dart just now followed me. That's fucking crazy. And I adopted you for how long now? Excuse me? What the fuck, Kale? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, continue.
Hi, Kale. No.
Sorry.
So
You're grounded, by the way. You're
grounded.
I saw that thirst trap. You're grounded. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
No, but it was just like, yeah, it was definitely a push. Like, but I like where I am now. Like, not to kind of toot my own horn, but like from where
toot your fucking horn. Toot your fucking horn. Yeah. Toot that fucking horn.
From where like COC or like the business committee is what it was before, like it was very secretive. Like I thought it was a cult at first. And like, what did these people do? To me, like getting into an administrative position and wanting to be more transparent to the community and the business owners and, stuff like that. I feel like it has grown like tremendously, and I didn't do it without help. Like I have a great team. Like
shout out Bill.
Shout out
Bill, the foot picture guy. For the longest time, Soto, I thought you had a foot kink. Sorry, I had to say it. I thought.
I got the whole staff. Shout out Bill. Shout out Pat. Shout out Leighton. Shout out Tony. Shout out Chamo. Shout out Sam. Hold on. I'm missing some people. Shout out Trayvon.
I was gonna say you're missing the fucking. You're missing.
My fault. Shout out Leighton. That's a lot. Yeah. That's
everything. All right, nice. That's all you know. I have the whole thing, but you missed a lot of. Anyways, all right. But so I'm glad you brought that up about it being like a cult. Now, for someone who kind of like, obviously, I guess in the early times where it was the business committee before we became COC, where things were kind of like treated. Was there ever a time where you were like, I'm not joining that. Like because oh really? Oh fuck.
Oh yeah. Like I've had countless conversations with Sean about like the COC, because he was kind of like, we were really close during that transition period of me going from, not being in the COC to being in the COC. And like, so we've kind of like bounced ideas off of each other and both kind of came to the conclusion like, yeah, if this is how it's going to be, I don't want to be a part of that, because I don't want the heat of like knowing, but not being able to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing what's going on, but not being able to alert the community or the businesses of what's going on. And that's why I kind of like changed like that transparency factor. Like there are still a lot of things that like I know or am privy to that I am not allowed to disclose to the community.
Did you sign an NDA?
I signed an NDA. Yeah.
Oh,
a lot of us.
So it's real.
Everyone in the COC has an NDA. Yes.
Really? Like an OOC NDA?
Yes.
Holy moly.
No, I see NDA.
Oh my God. I thought it was okay.
No.
Holy moly.
No.
Oh my goodness. I gulped my drink there for a second. I was like, damn, leak. I'm gonna post a clip on this on Echo fucking clips right now.
Yeah.
So,
and it always felt like just like it was a group of staff members or like highly important people in the server that, made decisions and just threw them out there, or like that said yay or nay on everything in terms of businesses. There was a lot of like not getting custom items and not being able to like, even our like COC Discord looks completely different from what it did. Like, we have a ticket system, we have a request system. Like, it's so much better than what it was.
Yeah, I remember when I first started Moments, and the way to like get stuff was so, I don't know. It felt like you request something, and then like COC or business whatever was like, you might get it. Like you might get it, kid. You might just wait like 6 months. You might. It's like, okay, yeah, sure. And then towards like the end of when I stepped down for Moments with Cree, I started to see like, like you said, ticket system, like request, and then like actually like communication. Because for the longest time, any business that would like ask for stuff, like you said, it was like you might be able to like. And then I remember when we first got Polaroids, oh my God, it was like, it was like, even, I'm gonna be honest with you, not to call out staff didn't even know what to do with it. Like staff was like, that's a great idea. And then I didn't, and they put it in the game, they get, okay, so, and then Jimmy, so now what? They're like, so what? Yeah. So what do we do? And I was like, I don't know. Like, and I remember sitting down with, I don't think he's a dev here anymore. I can't remember his name, but I remember sitting with him in the voice chat, like giving him my idea of like, hey, we need to take a link to a picture, put it on in game, and then you just press print and it'll just show up and you can flash it. That was when flashing items became like a rage, because I'll never forget the first day that I don't know for sure, not to toot my horn, but I think my character had the first flashable item in City. I think because it was the OG Jimmy card. I think because after that, because I asked him, I was like, "Hey, is there any way to have this flashable?" Like, because I've always wanted that, and they were like, "Yeah, sure." It was kind of before that you had to pay for the extra whatever. It was like you get the item. It's also when they had packages. Can we just talk about that? That was a long time ago. If it was like they had packages, like you had like every month you got like 2 items. Yeah, you got a ringtone. Yeah. Oh, I missed that days. Let me tell you, I'm like
bring it back, Claus. Bring it back.
Yeah, it's very cool, and also I will say, flashable items is really good for RP too. Not just because you can show off how cool something looks, but it's also just like, wedding bands. Even though sometimes when someone flashes a wedding band, it's like takes up half my screen. I'm like, damn how big your fingers are in fucking character. Holy, but because I had to, also, by the way, can we just give a shout out to Panda real quick? She's the one that made,
you're amazing.
Let me do exclamation mark art. And literally, if you wanted to commission her some amazing art, make sure to click that Ko-Fi link and give her some amazing love that she definitely deserves. She drew everything that's on screen right now. The desk, the chairs, Naldi and Nairi, little Jimmy, and that's her little character sleeping. And I will also like to state too that even though Bishop or Magnet not be here, Rice is right there. By the way, we'll always have his Rice on there at all times. But yeah, no, thank you so much, Panda. You're phenomenal, and I waited to make sure you were in here to give you this big shout out, so I can put all attention on you, so you can get Phil all or Bishop, Bishop Mag, Rice Hater. I don't know what else names he. VDMer, Chief. Mustache guy, old, one of them, multiple names, but
Panda is my nana in City.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about at some point. Family trees in RP is one of the wild. Crazy. It's it's something that I remember. You forgot Mag. What? I forgot Mag. I know I didn't. I said Bishop or Mag or OP. Anyways, I'm sidetracked. But what was I talking about again? See, this is
family trees.
Family trees. No, before that. Oh, the COC stuff like that. COC, yes. Yeah. So when I introduced Polaroids, and then I remember asking them like, hey, can we have like themed Polaroids? Like, is that even an option? Yeah, can we like a Halloween one? And I remember it was before sleeves were even a fucking thing. They were they brought in a whole nother Polaroid that was a Halloween themed. And then I remember Jan was like, we're not doing every single Polaroid sleeve for this. We're gonna figure something out. And that's when Jan introduced us to having Photoshop, getting a PNG of a sleeve, which is like just the size of it, customizing it, immediately putting it into like either Discord or whatever, copy the link and just be in game immediately, which was like ground fucking breaking. And then
really was.
Vic and I were one day we were flashing Polaroids and we're like, could we have like 3D sleeves? And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, what if we just put the image behind the sleeve and we have like graphics above the image? And I was like, oh my God, it's fucking genius. And then that's when Vlad kind of tapped into, we had like a lot of people mess with Polaroids because it was like, we had the guy who originally put him in the game, and then we had Vlad kind of mess with him a little bit, and then we had someone else. And it was just like a lot of motivation, which was really cool. But you know, that seeing how much the business community or CSC has changed dramatically is just so crazy. Even though every time I'm in game, I still see fuck COC, fuck Bill, fuck Nairi, which I'm like, damn, that's fucking crazy. I'm like, that's, you know, even though I will say my diss track was the best, and I'm waiting for y'all to diss Jimmy back, by the way. I'm waiting for that. What
Bill,
the hell
get
is
on
this?
it. Bill, get on it.
You too. What the fuck? I need y'all both on a track, and I need it. You know, it was
ad-libs.
not worth our. Oh, okay, whatever. You know what? That's the diss right there.
That's funny.
Whatever. Damn.
Diss tracks.
Yeah, diss track season. Oh, by the way, can we just talk about diss track season? that really shook up the community, huh?
Oh boy.
Oh man.
It's funny you say that.
Oh God. Here we fucking go.
Actually, it's that time of the year, bro.
No, it's not that time of the year. What the fuck?
I will say that it is not on any music label, so that's the good thing. It is a specific group.
But then it's basically a late. Oh, you're talking about group, as in like gang, or what's going on here?
Not gonna say anything.
Oh, of course not. You signed an NDA. Fuck, damn CSC. Find out RP.
Find out an RP.
Are you gonna stream? By the way, motherfucker, you haven't streamed in like a long time.
Facts.
Like I don't think you understand, Naldi. You were in big letters my late night streamer. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be in bed watching y'all trying to get a bank together, and to where it just nothing would work out and like nothing would happen. Those were like the highlight streams. You know what I'm saying?
Now.
Whoa, damn, the disrespect. Well, you know,
I mean, streaming. I mean, bro, I've gotten to the point in my life where, like, you know, I work practically 7 hours, 8 hours a day. Come home.
That's it, bro. I work like 10 hours, almost 12 hours a day, bro.
Yeah, see, no, I couldn't do that. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, see, I still try. I play enough to pay my taxes in our character. That's I log in, pay my taxes, log the fuck out.
That's crazy.
And it's crazy too. Like I do so much. Like I've kind of shifted my focus more towards music, and I like being alone sometimes when making music. I think I create my best art when I'm alone or with somebody else, like one person.
Shit, yo, call the Nairi shit. All right, fuck.
So it's streaming was fun. Can't even lie. It's one of the main reasons why we came to Echo was streaming, because this was during COVID. You know, when everybody was home, you know, everybody was getting their checks, you know, whatever the case may be.
Oh my God. I you know, had this weird feeling you're gonna bring up the fucking checks.
The checks.
The checks.
What checks?
The COVID checks. Yeah.
COVID check. Fucking COVID check.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry.
What? No, it was COVID
bro,
check. Like everyone got money.
Believe it or not, while I was streaming, I was racking in $1,600 a week.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for unemployment.
Damn. That's right. You
But it
were.
was just-
Well, I'm not gonna leak you. My bad. I was gonna say I'm not gonna leak you, but
It just got to the point where, like, you know, I graduated college, which was probably one of my biggest accomplishments. Bro, it just like streaming just stopped having fun. Like I just ran out of stuff to do. Like I did everything that I possibly could. You know, I did the music RP, the gang RP, the shooting cops RP. I kind of wish like I got into that realm of like the intro of Naldi and Nairi, of that relationship in the streams, because it is content. I can't even lie, it is content between me and her.
Oh, really? You don't say, huh? You don't say. Gaslighting a whole fucking group of listen, chat. I'm gonna tell y'all some story, okay? So I get on Cree, and then I go into Moments, and they're like, "Oh my god, we're doing a pop-up event at the New Legion." I'm like, "Oh my god, that sounds so much fun." I go there. I'm sitting. Nairi fucking pulls up to Cree and goes, "I thought you were dead. I haven't saw you in like whatever months." I go, "Oh no, I'm still alive." So let's take a picture. I go, "Okay, let's take a picture." Taking pictures of them or whatever. They're all posed up. And then of course Naldi calls saying that he was locked in the basement. I'm already like intrigued, but I'm Cree, so I can't be intrigued, right? So I'm like, wait pose, just like pretend that I'm like not really paying attention. And then, the tone changed into like the sassy type of thing. And then honestly, all I remember was that Naldi pulls up in like heart underwear and says, "Do I look okay? Do I look okay now? Do I look okay?" And at this point, I'm like cackling. I'm like, "What is going on now?" And then Nairi's, they start talking about something about her outfit or whatever. They didn't approve it, and I'm like, "Okay, well, clearly they're going to go," because normally that's what happens with drama RP. Crees are normally involved, not even involved, just there, just watching, and everyone just moves. This time, they drag Cree along, and I didn't know what to do in the situation. Nairi brought a gun out, started pointing at Naldi. I got a picture of that, by the way. Took pictures, and I was gonna post it on Twitter, but I didn't, but I was gonna. And then they get in the car and they go, "Yeah, this was a whole joke." And I was like, "Damn, they're perfect for each other. They're both gaslighting. This is perfect. They're fucking meant to be. Holy fuck, bro!" It was intense. I just didn't know what to say. And then like, oh my favorite part was when they would go to the other side of the street, and then Naldi would run back. "Oh, Pluto! I thought you were with me," or something like that. And they would go, "Layton, what the fuck?" And then like, it was just back. It's just too good. Like, I kind of wish I was streaming. Naldi, that part right there, you should stream that. So then it could be on the fucking Echo fucking highlight reel. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh.
Yeah. Facts.
I mean,
I love that though. Like, that's how our interactions are in City. Like, this guy is hyperactive as
B-boss.
Like, it took me a little while to get used to like his hyperactive nature, like very unpredictable, very hyperactive. Because like I'm goofy and all, but like this guy is like
mega goofy. No, I get you.
Like 100%. But like, yeah, that's how our interactions are. Like, they're very much so. See, like, bro, listen, out of the box.
No, you need to stream, bro. You all right? Just stream. Like one day, right? Y'all know. All right, we're gonna be in City. Just stream for a little bit, and I guarantee it was just, please, like, tell me, bro.
I've thought about coming back to stream. It's just like I just would want to come up with. I'll be real with you. If I was to come back to stream, I would want to do other games besides Echo.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Yeah,
and ain't nothing wrong with that. I love Echo. I wouldn't, as a streamer, I wouldn't be like where I would be with this, where I ended with streaming without Echo. Because I think when I joined Echo, I think I had like 2,000, 3,000 followers, and then like that year of like where we were all home and stuff like that, it just skyrocketed up to 10,000. All the success and stuff like that. I wish I kept going, but started focusing more on music. With music too, like when you collaborate with other artists, a lot of artists don't want to be on stream. They don't want to hear the raw vocals, so it's just started like that would take time away as well. But I don't know. I've been thinking, it's been a thought in my mind, like, damn, I should come back maybe like an hour a day.
I don't know with that. An hour a day. I mean, we're 47 minutes in. It doesn't even feel like it. You know what I'm saying? like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, maybe an hour 30, but no 4 hours. Fuck that.
I gotta tuck the old heads into bed. Sorry, guys.
Hello?
But I will say, thank you for mentioning success, by the way. Hey, chat, listen, by the way, if you go ahead and use Do This Me Fam on your way of checkout on Echo Store, support that creator code at checkout. Thank you so much for if you do that. It means a lot. Thank you. All right.
What's crazy? I had a creator code.
You still do. It still works.
I still do.
It still works. You just don't. I just don't know how to advertise it. And so now I'm like.
And I asked Floss, I was like, how do you want me to do this? I just kept it like a thing where like if people needed prio, like this is when Echo was like the queue was like nuts. Like
It still is nuts, by the way. It still is nuts, bro. It's like sometimes I'll go in and it's like 21 to 30. Like that's still, bro. That's a lot of fucking people.
Well, I don't, I don't have that luxury of waiting in queue, unfortunately.
That luxury?
Luxury?
Yeah, you fucking psychopath. What the hell you mean by that?
Bougie. You're so bougie.
I don't.
Never changed you, bro.
Everybody says that.
Shout out to the See, this is Jimmy. I've always said this. I'm glad you said that statement. Actually, I got a question for you, Jimmy. Hold on, I'm taking over the mic. Jimmy, you've known me for roughly around
4-ish years or 3-ish years, something like that. It's been a while.
I just hit my 3-year on Echo back in August.
So like 2 years, maybe.
So like I would say 2.5 years. You know me in 2.5 years.
Yeah, I know you pretty well. Yeah.
All right, please, from an in-character's perspective, right?
Okay.
All the women that I've dealt with, all the women that I've
Hennessy
right?
for sure. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
That breakup went viral. You know what I'm saying? Like people were on Twitter were involved that wasn't even involved. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. Like they were leaking shit, bro. Leaking like notes. What the fuck? That was crazy.
You see the dynamic of like, my like we could say I used to be a tutor. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you used to be like a. Never. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna say what I thought you were gonna say.
Can you? This is the question.
Okay.
Would you say the Naldi you see today in September 25th, 2024 at 7:54 p.m. EST?
Okay.
7:53.
53.
7:54. It's 7:54.
You're a minute ahead of us. How does that work?
Come on, guys.
Checking my times. I'm checking my times, and it's all saying 7:30, 7:53. That they're all saying. Okay.
Would you say that Nairi has changed Naldi significantly?
I don't think Nairi changed Naldi. I think Naldi changed himself to try and fit. Because look at Naldi's background, right? There was points, right, when Naldi, I think, realized that he loved like hanging out with people. Like he also liked gang stuff, right? Loved that gang stuff, but he also really liked just having people to hang around with and like not having to like sacrifice time with gang stuff. Like, I mean, when I first started to RP with Naldi, like when I, with Legacy and all that, like he would light up and just always want to be involved. Like with us, and like when we would go camping trips, Naldi was like the first person to be ready. Like he was like, "Come on, guys, you gotta get changed." Like we just logged in, motherfucker. Give us a second. Don't go camping with Naldi. Like it's like, and not even just camping. It's just like other, just anything, right? Well, as a group, as Legacy, whatever. Like it was just whenever it was something dealing with us doing something very, very basic, Naldi just loved it, right? I think Naldi as a character loves gang stuff, like I said, but I think that he also just really likes just enjoying life and not having to like do anything. Like I will say this, and I will say it proudly, Civ RP is the easiest RP you could possibly fucking do because you don't do anything. You just
I don't know differently. Naldi thinks that Civ RP is dramatic.
It's
like there's a lot of drama in Civ RP.
So I will say this, right? You're right. It is very dramatic, but it also, I mean, listen, I'll say this right now, right? I'll say this right now. When you're right, it can be dramatic, right? It can be. But at the same time, like, let's say, for example, you either go, if you're a crime, you're out of a bank or something like that, and it's a lot of drama. Listen, which would you rather have? A bank robbery that, the mechanics of it fuck up, or like drama that every time you see that person, it could turn into something spicy. And then like,
I'll be real into this. I'll rather, to be fair with you, I've had this talk with numerous of civilians. I think they're more dramatic in terms of the drama. I feel like it goes in terms of like drama. It goes civilians, gangs, and actually civilians, music, and then gang.
Also, can I say something? I'm sorry, Naldi, you just made me remember something that I'm really pissed off about. And I'm gonna take this opportunity now to fucking voice it behind the roleplay at 7:56 at 9/25/2024. Can motherfuckers stop? Okay, treating civs and fucking crims as if they're two separate entities, bro. We're all just the people. Like, it's not no line divide. Yeah, you did some fucking crime in character. You gotta have repercussions. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get my job. You heard that? Let me get my job at the COC. You heard the man. You heard the man.
Okay, you're not getting a job.
But let me finish. Let me cook. All right. You have repercussions that, like, you do something bad in character. That does not mean you should just be able to do whatever if that job is like secured by some type of like whatever the like law or whatever. Like, if you have something in your criminal record, you can't do something. Okay, sure. I mean, there was times where I had a character. Oh, fuck, what was that? I think it was like Bergie. And I tried to get his gun license and I punched a cop and he got assaulted a government employee. Guess what? Couldn't get his gun license. Guess what I did? Didn't care. Just logged out. You know? Like, just if dude, and don't even get me started about the fucking B thing. Bro, that shit. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Cops.
I'll be real. I have my own viewpoint on it as well.
Naldi, I don't want to fucking hear, bro. Listen,
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I think the criminals that want to enjoy it and getting paid less, it's a womp womp.
No, but because they got caught, they did crime.
Exactly. I do have other elements to do stuff. Go hit a bank. Go do a boost. Go steal an ATM.
But I will say that, Naldi, you said that's just boring. I will say, though, you said that in character where it's just kind of the same thing over and over again, which is completely valid.
I'm on a streak right now. Right after we end this podcast, I got to fly in and get my bees.
Oh my fucking God.
He's more obsessed with these bees than I am.
Oh yeah.
Wait, can I put a request in? Do I put a submit ticket if I want there to, like, you know how like Burger Shot has like different toys? Could there be a Nairi queen bee when you get bees, like a random bee?
No,
could that be a thing? Hey, Soto, could that be a thing? Could we like request?
They'll make it happen.
Could we have it to where when you do the beehive or whatever, but like there's a chance we get a Nairi bee, like a rare bee? No, okay, I tried.
Thank you, Bill.
Bill, my biggest hater for real.
That, you know, I tried, but also, yeah, that's actually a fair point. I wonder if you could like, if there could be like later down the road, you just train your bees to attack people. That'd be pretty cool. Like,
what the fuck? No, I'd be dead. I would be dead.
Oh my God.
I really want bee inspectors that can go around and like
I'm
check
sorry.
on the bees.
You're COC. Okay? You can literally make business law. What the fuck?
I might.
You literally have the power to make that was not your first thought when bees were like made for the server? I'm surprised it's not. Which, by the way, can I just say, I respect your opinion on Apollo not getting his store. That's very. At the time I was like, oh my God, it'd be so fucking funny having Apollo own a store. But then I was like, because I really tried to put answers to be Apollo, but I was thinking like if I wanted to sell it, I was gonna have all the answers backwards. But then I was like, that's just too much fucking work. So I just did like single answers.
It was funny. I enjoyed reading the application.
Can I say something about the COC?
Oh God, what?
I had no idea what the COC was prior to meeting Nairi. I swear to God.
Bro, you had a business that is.
Yeah, but we never. So you know what I'm saying?
No, I know. I remember. Yeah, I mean, it was like merged.
You know,
yeah,
it was merged. But like, you know, me and Ketchy would do like the okay shitters. You do this, you do that. We had a clean person to do all that work stuff.
But you still. Us. So wait. So you were so out of the loop. You didn't even know about that?
No, I didn't even know it was a COC. I thought it was like. I can't even lie. When Brea used to be like, oh, I gotta go talk to the CLC. I thought it was like some fucking staff meeting shit with all the business owners and stuff like that.
I mean, they do have meetings like that. They do have meetings like with all business owners and stuff.
I didn't know there was like people like I found out Trey was in the CLC when we joined Triad. When I met Nairi, when we merged.
Don't say we merged as in y'all became one person. What the fuck? You say, yo, we merged, we locked in this shit, you know? Type shit. Don't you? My God, bro. Skip it to Riz. Anyways, fuck, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. But I will say what Soto did say in chat. I think that'd be pretty cool. Like have it to where like hornets, like you have to protect your hive, right? Mm-hmm. So like you have to like like a level 2 type thing or whatever. Honestly, the B stuff, there's a lot of opportunity for it. You know, like
right.
I would even argue that like everyone's doing it right now. Why not like involve like the THC places and like have it to where it's like THC infused honey, and to where like they just buy the honey.
So we have a lot of ideas, and the thing that I guess like arguing with the Discord, like people have to realize like this is a brand new concept. Like
new concept.
It was a new concept, new introduction to the city. Like if you want something, like put in a feedback like for it. Let us see your ideas.
But see,
we have phenomenal devs.
But like, I will say though, people do just like that. I think people just rather just talk. Oh my gosh, did you hear that thunder? It's thundering right now in my house.
Yeah, it was thundering earlier here.
Oh Lord. But no, like I think that people, they love putting like opinions and ideas out there, but when it comes to like, hey, literally just put through the website, you will probably do it, you know. But people are like, I'd rather just say it than have my hopes, you know. It's like
that's too much work.
That's too much work. Like I don't know. But there's so much potential though with this bee thing.
But it's so much coming, and it's like so many ideas that have crossed the horizon. We're excited about it, and I love bees. Like,
oh really? We didn't know that.
You know, yeah, so it's my last name, you know, and city and shit. Like, I don't know. This was a great concept. It was a great opportunity. Flaws and Sass gave me. So I'm excited to see where it goes.
No, I think it's a great new thing. Granted enough, I haven't really had time to like look at anything else new. All I know is these damn bees are like game changing. But I will say though, I do kind of want to shift it to. I totally forgot I was going to shift it to, dude. Fuck, bro. I'm looking at chat and I get distracted. I'm such a horrible streamer. I'm so sorry. But
that's why I don't stream.
That's why you don't stream?
Because I have ADHD and I never pay attention to anything going on.
See, I completely blanked. Fuck. Well, I guess how's y'all's day going so far until I can remember what the fuck I was gonna say.
Day's going good.
It was great until, you know, somebody decided to start a freaking argument before I had to get on the podcast.
Well, yeah, actually, no. What was that about? Actually, was that because that was because the name thing? Because Lord,
he tried to say he's more important to the server than I am.
Whoa!
Speaking of being more important, can I just say, hey, Soto? By the way, I think I'm banned from having the live roll. I think in Echo because I have EchoRP and I don't have the live roll. I think I'm banned from having the live roll.
Situation that happened with the bot. You might want to. I'll check it for you.
Yeah, I think I might be banned. If I am, I finally got banned in something in Echo for once. Wow,
that's crazy.
I can finally say that. Did you follow the steps? There's steps.
See you in a ticket, bud.
There's steps.
Welcome to the dark side. Welcome to the dark side.
There's steps. What steps? Is it just put EchoRP in the top? Did you do this? Where you put that in spam? / link Twitch. Oh my god, I didn't know that. See, no one told me this too. It's
halfway through the show and you're just linking your Twitch.
Oh yeah, I've been okay. You can't successfully link to your Discord. Okay, now what? Okay. Do I just restart the streamer mode thing? All right, maybe restart that. Nope, still not. Damn, guys, I'm banned. Holy fuck. I'm gonna clip this and like milk it.
We'll fix it.
Guys, I'm banned, guys. Oh god. While I'm banned, hey guys, go ahead and make sure you do this MeFam at checkout when you go to Echo Store to buy literally anything and everything. There's a creator code section. Just go ahead and use Do This MeFam. Just why not? It doesn't cost you a single thing at all. Just type in Do This MeFam. Doesn't matter lowercase or capital, just do it. All right, anyways, sorry, another.
Oh, the bot checks every 10 minutes.
Every 10 minutes? Oh, well, we got another 30 minutes. I'm just kidding. Well, fuck, I didn't know
another
that.
Hour.
Another hour? Another hour?
Yeah.
I don't know.
This guy, nobody can talk.
Yeah, he can. He's certified yapper. So, oh my god. So, okay, I guess I'll try and kind of like shift the conversation. I'm trying to think where my because I had something and I lost it, and now I'm upset. Okay, all right. Well, I guess I'll just kind of go back to the basics. So, I guess I'll ask Kay. I guess I'll ask you this. You mentioned briefly of like handling when Naldi has there's like spurs of just kind of like crackhead energy, I guess you can say. How was there ever a time where like y'all have met in the past, but obviously before y'all even got to where y'all's characters are now? Was there ever a time where you kind of like got prepared for it, or was it kind of just plopped right in your lap, like, well, I gotta deal with this stuff now?
So like I knew of Naldi prior to like actually meeting him. I'd never met him. Well, I take that back. Met him one time at like a show at Suchi's. But other than that, like never really like met him. But like the way that they officially met was I got a call from one of my employees that said, I'm about to stab these guys here. They're threatening me and I need you to come down. And, my babies, I'm always flooring it to Suchi. So got to Suchi's. It's him, Jay Wild, and YB. And they're in there talking shit to my employee. And like, I go behind the counter and I'm just like, you guys need to calm down. Like, you're not going to come in my establishment, but just give him the whole sassy bit. Mm-hmm. And then like, Naldi introduced himself to me and he goes, hi, I'm Naldi. And I giggled. And I was like, I know who you are. And he was like, what'd you laugh for?
Oh, damn.
You think I'm a joke? Like, he was like, what'd you laugh for? You think I'm a joke? And like, and then he just starts going off. And I'm like, calm down. Like, and that was the first time that I like actually like realized like how like this guy is extra. So like after that, I kind of started like learning how he was. And then after I learned, I had to teach like my friends and family to like understand that, yeah, he's very hyper. Like, so you just gotta tell him to chill. Like, if he gets too much out there. And like Sam's in your chat right now, she can tell you, she's my best. Like, I had to be like, he's a little bit out there. He's a little bit excitable. Just, tell him to chill a little bit. But I think we all kind of developed that understanding that he's gonna be a little extra in the midst of everything, but it's cool.
So with being extra, right now, Naldi, how many times have you asked Nari to be on a song of yours? I've got to know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. More recently, but at the beginning of the relationship, it was kind of like no, because she says she doesn't like music. This, that, the third.
Doesn't like music.
I don't like doing music. Correct yourself.
Oh shit! I don't even like shit, bro. Don't like your music.
She don't like doing music, but like as of recently, more like to the new stuff that I got coming out is more like that lovey-dovey, the I love you, those types.
Yeah,
of songs.
no, we know, yeah, because sometimes you do have those waves where you do that.
And I basically, that's fucked up. I basically.
Am I wrong? First off, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Nah, this new wave that I'm on is more different.
Okay, well, explain. Okay, explain. What's different about it?
Well, I was introduced by Akeshi to the Jersey Club type wave.
Jersey Club. What is that?
It's like this house party. I don't know the
like
genre.
EDM, like EDM type stuff. Is that
kind of not EDM? It's more like it's like house party. It's like
it's EDM. Thing. Yeah, EDM. That's what that is. It's like very like techno type of and sound. Right? I dropped the EP, a 4 or 5 song EP earlier this summer called Summer 24. Really fun project that I love working on. And ever since then, like it's kind of like those type of beats that I cater towards now. And like before, like it was like the the angelic, the ha ha ha, like the Kanye aesthetics, whatever you want to call it. And although I like still go back to those aesthetics, but like now it's more like the Jersey Club type thing. I would say more recently. The last 2 weeks I've asked her like every night. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
He wears some.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, Nari. How often do you get asked to listen to stuff that he's working on? Is it pretty frequently, or?
It's back and forth. Like he'll say, I made like 4 songs. I'm gonna send them to you, and I'll be like, okay. If it's like a dry spell and I haven't heard anything new, I'm like, dude, do you hate me or what? Like, send me music, and he'll like send me music or whatever. So like, I usually don't have to ask, but like, I will.
Sometimes I think that when Jimmy was married to Mandy, like I would just bother her and just like always say, hey, listen to this. And plus, there was a lot of times like literally every song, the whole marriage, every song that Jimmy put out mentioned him getting pegged. Every song. And it was just because like it was so easy to write. I'm like, oh, I could just mention his wife and just fucking do it. It was one of the easy peasiest things to do.
A conversation.
She definitely has like a majority of unreleased tracks right now.
I mean, Naldi has like a vault of like 1,000 songs that are just sitting there.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. You know, I will say, I just started mixing my own vocals, and I feel like I'm getting better at it. I feel like I'm getting better at it. It's definitely a little more scarier because it's like I'm so used to falling behind on people like to mix my stuff, and then now that I'm mixing it, it's kind of like a weird like I'm not, I wouldn't say held back, but I would say like it's definitely a freer feeling where like that song Young James that I put out just recently, which is I love that song. It's actually a freestyle the whole thing. Didn't write it. I turned the beat on and just recorded, and it took me about an hour to make. And while I was making, I was mixing it. So it was just like, yeah. If y'all listen to it, Young James, I mixed it and it was freestyled. I didn't write one single lyric down, and I loved it. Peg Friday, that song, I mixed it myself, and I fucking love it. It is such a good fucking. So yeah, no, I'm slowly like mixing my own stuff. Which honestly, if I could just talk to every single like music artist like in the city, just trying to learn it. It's simple. I mean, it's tedious, but
it's definitely one of the hardest things.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
No, it definitely is because
how is it that hard? You just how?
Because you got to realize it's like the little small like things that like kind of like there's a difference between what I can mix and then what I think at Dream we have like 4 producers. Damn. What they can mix. So like there'd be songs where like you'll hear the dog barking in the background. I don't know how to get rid of that sound. That sound would be gone by the time I sent it over to K1. It's like the small, like the breaths.
That's just your EQ. I mean, in breaths, that's just like more EQ. I mean, it's just like background noise. My fan that I have beside me is listen. I'm a big boy. I sweat, so I put that sucker at 4 level at all times. When I was recording Young James, I can't even hear it because I obviously put the fill. I will say, when I first learned how to mix stuff, it was so fucking scary because it was like, oh my God, I've never done this. It was literally like swimming for the first time. Like it was like any type of small move, I fucking got terrified. But then I think it's like a muscle memory. I mean, it's like anything. You do it long enough to keep doing it, you'll find, but I honestly could not keep paying $30,000 for someone to mix my stuff. I don't get NRP enough to do that. So I kind of was like, either I can learn how to do it, or I've just got to grind for one whole day, hopefully the 30K, and then get a song put out every 6 months.
And God bless to the people that do mix, because everyone has their own work ethic. Some people take an hour to mix. Some people take like a couple hours.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Well, I mean, me personally, I can't do it. People who mix, I mean, they're great at it. I know I worked with K1 a couple of times. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I'm so out of the loop with the music industry stuff. I don't really know who's all mixing stuff. All I know is K1 because I'll always see him advertised. So I never see anybody else.
At Dream, we have 4 set producers. 3 of them like play the server actively. One of our producers is harder to get around because it's what he does IRL as a job.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And he works with, name some artists that he works with. I don't think you or Nairi would know any of the artists. It's some of the more artists that like me and YB look up to, and he works with them. So when he comes around, it's kind of like like it's a rare occasion.
Like God comes down.
Like, because he's really well experienced and everything like that. And it's God bless to all the producers, honestly.
One thing that's really cool.
Me?
Yeah, you're definitely cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like I've watched Naldi record his music. He does all of his freestyle way. Like he doesn't write down anything.
I do a little bit both. I I was on my lunch break. I think it was last week. I think, and I was on TikTok and I just looked up Lil Dicky like interview because Lil Dicky was the reason why I got into rap and RP in the first place. Like when I first started listening to Lil Dicky, I saw his raps and I was like, this is funny, but it's also like really catchy. And I was like, maybe I can try that. And then once I did, I was hooked. Like, but to be honest, when I first started doing music on Jimmy, like I had a recording, I think it was like Audacity, but I had no filters, no nothing. And it was just record. Like I'm not kidding you. It would just be record. And I would do the whole song just record and like try to control my breaths. I was freaking stupid. I don't know why I did that, but again, it was all new to me. But he told me in the interview, he was saying how he records now is that he'll do chunks. Like he won't just do he won't write down. Which just gave me motivation to do Young James was that he said that when he would record, he would just do sections and like he would like send it off to whoever to mix or whatever. But like when he said that, I was like, I'll try that out. And actually, it's really nice. Just kind of like kind of listen to the beat and just kind of putting words there and see what fits. And then like, I'm like, oh, this isn't good. And then if I found that, that rhythm that fits and then move on to, it's so much better. And I think I might do that from now on. But I still think I should definitely write my words down. I feel like I need to post my lyrics. What do you think, Naldi? Do you post your lyrics on your songs or no?
No, I never.
I thought some people do, but they make it look so fancy, and I'm like, I don't really care about fancy.
It's gotten to the point where Dream has hired transcribers to write the lyrics for it.
Huh?
Yeah. So there's actually people in Dream that work as people who listen to our songs over and over and over.
Are you bullshitting me, or is this like real?
No, it's a real thing. It's a real thing because YB doesn't write, I don't write. Jay Wild doesn't write, Vidal doesn't write. A lot of the rappers in Dream don't really write. So it's like we go based off of the top of our head or like based off of where we go. And then it's a frustration sometimes when we got to perform and the dancers need the lyrics. It's like, well, damn, let me go back and remember what I said. But I think writing it takes too much time away. When I catch a melody, you can ask Larry. When I catch a melody, I go. Like the song will be done in like 20 minutes.
Damn, that is
maybe an hour. Maybe an hour.
Maybe an hour. That's still fucking crazy though. Like, oh man, I've never seen that much layer. Now I've seen layering in businesses, obviously with Moments. Like Moments has like a lot of layers, but having our own section of like listening to music and then like writing down the lyrics, that's crazy.
Yeah, and shout out to the transcribers because they saved me a little hassle from going back there.
So I do want to ask you a question. Oh my god, thunder so much. If my power goes out, chat, I died.
Oh god.
But so there is a kind of I wouldn't say uncomfy conversation, but I would say a uncomfy kind of like, I just want to kind of know what y'all's thoughts are on it, right? How people use AI for not even just for cover art, but for just AI in general for music scene.
I think it's very scary. I think it's very scary. I think it's very scary. If I really wanted to be that person and get like a proper AI, I can legit throw a 16-bar verse and convert it into a Drake feature, a Travis feature. Believe it or not, one of our producers, Jonathan, did a song with me and Keshi, and he converted it into a Drake AI, into a Travis AI, and Keshi sounds exactly like Travis when the conversion was made. It's actually kind of scary how AI has come about, and it's one of the main things we've the newer artists that come into Echo that we look for. We had a random a random night where a dude comes in, goes by the name of Landon Sage, and he just starts playing his stuff. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, hold on, this is too good to be true because of how good he is. And it's like rare. I've never been awed like that. The only times that I've been awed on Echo was when Winnie came into the music scene and Landon. And the music that he was showing us, the different types of genre, he did rap, R&B, he did like the rock and all this other stuff. And like, YB was the one that questioned is like, bro, is he using AI? I was like, I don't sound like he's using AI. So we had him play literally like 6 different songs, and then we signed him. But it's definitely, the dynamic of AI is definitely very, very scary. Overall.
So, all right. So I'm gonna ask this on a staff side of question. Is it okay? Is that all right?
Oh, I'm staff now.
Oh, your staff? Your staff?
Oh yeah.
Can we get a band speed run on Naldi, like, since he's staff? Is that possible?
Right.
So with how like how Naldi says, scary and kind of sometimes like, now I will understand, right? I completely understand. Sometimes when if an artist like wants to put out a song and a cover art, sometimes they want to make it look nice, and with AI you can just type in whatever the literal fuck you want and it'll appear. Is there certain kind of guidelines where people can't do that with music? Because where it's just kind of, for me personally, it kind of crosses that line. But I know a lot of people use AI cover art.
I'm just the baby mod. This is the senior mods question. Go ahead.
Or hasn't even been discussed, I guess, rather. Right?
I don't think it's ever like come up as an issue. Like, the only thing we really worry about is copyright stuff. Making sure you're following those copyright guidelines and things like that. But as far as like art in general, we definitely look at making sure you're not stealing another Echo artist's work, or even their music or art. Those are our main focus. As far as like the people out there who make their AI art for their cover art, I don't think it's ever been like an issue that has come up, really.
All right, well, that's good to hear.
I think the main focus would be like the copywriting for like throwing it on Spotify, because at that point when you throw a song or the cover art that's on Spotify, that's not a RP song anymore. You're trying to get some type of money out of that song.
Wait, no, are we agreeing on something? Holy fuck. Like,
no, I agree.
No, Naughty, you don't understand, bro. Like, literally, now, okay, I get it. If I go on Spotify and look up Legacy Records, I'll see one of my songs on there. Okay, I get it. Okay, I think it's
I've only posted one EP, and it was a Summer 24 EP, and I this is where I would say I will never do Spotify again, because financially, I think the entire EP cost, I think, close to $200 and something, and it's money that I'll never make back from the listens or whatever the case may be. It'll take years for me to get that money back. But some people like throwing their stuff on Spotify, but it's very tedious because producers on YouTube are very, they're very money hungry. But luckily, I work with some YouTubers that do some YouTubers that do the producing. I actually DM them on Instagram, be like, yo, I'm an RPer, do this, that, that. I give them the whole lore of what I do. And, 9 out of 10 times, I think I've done it like 4 or 5 times. I think 3 of them have said like, yeah, just don't post it on Spotify. You're good to post anything on SoundCloud. Because it's like, it's giving them exposure as well. Because when I tell them I'm part of a community that has like 50,000 people, this, that, the third, then they go on the SoundCloud of mine and they see like, the listens, the plays and all that other stuff. So it's like, it kind of gives them like the free exposure, but without me making money as well.
So that is something I definitely agree on. Obviously, like, I understand that it's their art, right? They made it, they wrote it or whatever. I get it. But I feel like, this is my personal opinion. If people don't agree with it, I understand. But I don't get like the benefit of putting on Spotify. Now I get it, easy access, but I'm talking more of a benefit of just in general, because I do feel like if it's RP, it should just stay on SoundCloud. Like, SoundCloud it's like people RP, people RP on there, which sometimes in the comments it's a little much sometimes, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever understood that. I get it's easier access to the music, But at the same time, like, I mean, to be fair, I'll be completely honest. Sometimes if it's not a free beat, like if it's like, you know, beat that I really like and I want to like buy it, I go, all right, sure, I'll buy it, you know. But like, I just keep it on SoundCloud. I feel like sometimes I don't get it. I understand it, but I just don't get it.
Well, people don't understand too, when you buy a beat off of like BeatStars, just because you buy the cheapest licensing fee does not mean you have the right to put that on Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify. Yeah,
because Spotify and that producer's Spotify licensing fee might be different compared to what you bought.
True.
And I've actually had numerous of people who've run into that issue, where if they post a song on Spotify and they get taken down by the producer because they didn't buy the right licensing fee.
Yeah, you're not wrong, and it's something that people just don't ever consider. And I don't know. So that's one thing that I'm glad that we agree on that, because that is something that's just, you know, I don't know.
I do agree on that.
It gets messy, and I don't really like it, but yeah, no. All right, well, I feel like we made that's everything I kind of want to talk about. Is there anything else y'all want to reminisce about, or anything? Anybody in chat want to ask a couple of questions? Have y'all ERP'd yet? Have y'all done that yet? Or
no,
not yet. Oh shit. Okay.
No, not yet. Is wild.
No.
I do want to give a shout out to Sam. Sam did our construction, or she does the construction for like events and things in the city. She did our construction for the wedding, and
that was beautiful, by the way.
Such a fucking beautiful venue.
So beautiful.
Like, she's top tier. 100%.
Who's y'all's favorite ginger in the city?
Kale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's so crazy, Kel. They said they at the same time. Wow, it's like they saw your comments. That's so weird. Red minds. No, but thank you again for coming on. I'm trying to damn. In that note, Jesus. But you know, thank you again for coming on. I'm sorry for the brain farce that I fucking had. That was crazy. But thank you again for coming on. I'm gonna try and do these a little bit regularly. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming on. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Jesus. Oh, I was gonna say one more thing. I will say this. While closing, right? Naldi is probably one of the chillest guys I think I've ever RP'd with, because he actually delivered on a song that I did on Jimmy called Milk. And listen, I'll say this to the end of time. We've got sad boy Naldi. We got fuck boy Naldi. Now we got married Naldi. We've never had a silly boy Naldi. And now we have a silly boy Naldi on a song called Milk, where he's talking about drinking mommy's milk. We fucking made it. You know what I'm saying? We fucking made it.
You know what's funny about the song is, even when I said, "What the fuck you got me up on here doing, Jimmy?" That was actually like the live reaction.
Genuine reaction.
It was so good. Like when I heard it, I was like, bro, he's killing it. Like, bro, honestly, you should do one silly song with me again. Honestly, I'd be down for that.
And then when I think it was Jonathan that mixed it.
I can't remember. I think it was Jonathan.
Whoever mixed it DM me, be like, "Yo, you forgot to cut this part out." I was like, "Nah, put that on there. See how it sounds." And then they just left it on there. And
it's perfect. It's literally so good. Perfect. Yeah, it's like I said. I think that I don't really work with a lot. I did a song with Kesh, who was tweeting out, and it's kind of sometimes hard to work with other RP artists, because a lot of them aren't. That they don't like being silly. They like being very serious with their music and whatever. Me, I don't care, bro. I've been pegged every night or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. It's fun, right? But the fact that Naldi actually, went out his comfort zone, it literally made my experience with music RP in general just so good.
I think I would like to say something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on Echo. Civilians, cops.
Oh God.
Criminals. Shout out, my family.
Okay.
Which one? My RP family.
Oh, okay.
My RP family.
Okay.
Well, actually, Nairi side of the RP family, my own side of the RP family.
It runs deep.
It runs deep. Shout out 333. And last but not least, Jimmy, shout out you. And I guess we'll give a shout out to Nairi as well.
That's wild.
Well, her name is first on the title, so
Thank you, Jimmy. Can I say one thing? I don't know if I told you this, but like when me and Naldi were wedding planning, I put Apollo.
No,
Curry,
I know. I know. I know. Well, I witnessed it because it was like I was hanging out with y'all at the Triad event, and you were like, "Oh yeah, Cree, we would love for you to be at the wedding," and I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then Naldi emailed me the RSVP for Jimmy, and then I think it might have been you when I was on Apollo again. Was like, "Hey, Apollo, you should come to my wedding." And I think I messaged you, and I was like, "Hey,
which one do you want to show up?
one do you want me to show up? Because you invited all three of my characters."
We were in city, and Naldi was looking over the invite list. He goes, Apollo, Jimmy, Cree.
I'm glad. Honestly, Naldi, I'm glad. I'm glad that you're the one that pointed out Naldi. It's like
I'm like, what is he gonna do? 10 minutes of Jimmy, 10 minutes of Cree, 10 minutes of Apollo. Like, what's going on?
Hey, if I was a god tier RP, I would do that. But honestly, I kind of forgot because I was so hectic. And then I got the tweet that now he's like, "Come to my wedding." I was like, "Okay, fine." And I hauled ass, took a picture with y'all, and it was great. It was phenomenal. But that whole wedding structure was so cool.
Beautiful.
It was probably one of the highlights. It was probably one of the highlights for me.
Glad you said that. Because if you didn't, that would have probably been another argument that I would have clickbaited and fucking farmed and saying.
Besides all the music stuff that's going on, I would say a lot of the favorable memories this year has been the experiences that I've had with the Nairi Naldi relationship. With the wedding, with meeting her family side, meeting her friends. This is all memorable. Like, I can remember the day that, I met her best friend, Sam. She fucking blit me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
what is that? Hang on. What the fuck?
Like, you fake vomit? Like,
oh.
Yeah.
me and Sam have this dynamic where anytime we see each other, it's like, "Hey, Sam."
Jesus. He's gonna hot tour.
Hot tour.
Yeah, we can't do the hot tour no more because
Oh, why not? What happened with that? What?
Can't spit on people.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't spit on people? Really?
No.
Really? Oh, I'm glad no one reported me on Jimmy. Holy fuck! Holy! Wait, does that count as lactation? Because
oh my god!
Because honestly, has Jay Walt ever told you a time where Jimmy ripped off his mask and made him drink his titty milk? Has he told anybody that story?
I might have to talk to him about that.
Because literally he was like, "I got a mask on, you can't do it." And I did a power game slash me, rips off mask, rips off shirt, and then squirts a milk in mouth or something like that. And I was honestly, I'm surprised I haven't got put in a ticket yet. Now that me saying this, I will be put into a ticket, and I will say, "Guys, come on, it's Jimmy, it's a Jimmy, come on, it's a Jimmy."
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, it's good though.
And you should keep doing these podcasts. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hopefully, if Panda's down to start doing these again, I'll gladly, because she, like I said, she's the fucking bread and butter to this. I just bring the voice. She fucking kills it on drawing. Which again, let me just say, if you enjoy this art and you do want something for yourself, right there, that Ko-Fi link right there, go ahead and support that phenomenal artist. She drew everything except for the sign. That was from
Panda, you're amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, can I get a digital copy of this so I can make this my Discord profile picture?
I was gonna wait until after it was done to send it to you, but yes, I will.
Cute. I'm cute. This is fire. Fuck you. No,
actually, it's not that big of a forehead. It's actually kind of nice. Like, it's like evenly portioned.
Thank you.
Besides that chin, though, that chin is fucking size of Texas.
Nobody got a baddie, and he just don't want to admit it.
Oh, I have a Cree one. You want to see it? Hang on. I have a Cree little character. Hang on. Let me put. Me Cree.
Me.
Me.
Oh, I didn't know what the fuck was happening. I got scared. All I heard was me. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like I got a little Cree one. I didn't really put it out here today, but here.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Look at him.
I'll put this one right here.
Wait, how old is Cree?
You know, I think he's like in his early 50s. I think.
Damn.
Yeah. So,
but it's so funny because Cree's always like, any day now.
I could die. I could literally die any day
day.
now. I could literally die. I could literally 80. Sam, I thought we were friends. Whatever. You know what? I'm gonna ban you for 2 seconds. Hang on. Time out. Yeah, I'm gonna time you out for 1 second. There we go. All right. Timed out for 1 second. Anyways, what's that? Naldi, what'd you say? What was that saying you said? Type shit. There we go. Type shit. Type shit. You know. But yeah, no. That, believe it or not, Cree was like my first character that I RP'd as an old man. Like RPing as someone that isn't my age, because I think Jimmy is like. He's like a year older than I am because I'm very unoriginal with birthdays. And I just did his 5/30, 1990, 1994, 90, something like that. But with Cree is like, I was like, I wanted to play someone that's a little older. And then
what you get with Naldi in characters, what you're gonna get Naldi out of character. It's the same energy.
Oh, okay.
It's the same.
So it's not okay. All right. So like,
it's not a role play character. It's me realistically.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, at least you're.
So Nairi is very nice, like, and I'm not nice. Like, I'm quite the bitch out of character, but like Nairi is very nice.
She claims to be a BICTH,
except for to Naldi. She shoots Naldi.
Oh, I got proof of that.
Don't metagame.
I'm gonna have Cree. I'm gonna have Cree black. I'm gonna have Cree make a polar. See if they can make a polar sleeve out of that. Just it'd be nice.
He deserves it.
But no, I mean, I don't know.
I do know.
I will say. I have one question, kind of like I guess closing out, which I've said that 50 times. But is there ever a time where y'all want to try a different type of RP that isn't either Civ or Crim? Like, do y'all ever want to try something outside the box?
So I have a cop character.
Oh, got a cop character.
But I got through my DOC hours and then
My God.
I would say the same. I did a cop character. I don't know, bro. For me, it's just I'm a one character in Andy. It's just so much that I do on Naldi, and I'm pretty sure the same goes for Nairi. So much that she does on Nairi that we never really have the proper. I've always suggested to her, maybe we should make troll characters, like old couple characters, or like dumpy characters.
Now be careful with that, because sometimes that shit can be really annoying. Having like an old person just humble and groan and moan and shit like that. Listen, I would know because I had a character like that. It's annoying, but if you can do it well, it'll be fun. But I will say there's a character that I really want to do. And it's not even anything crazy. I literally want a character that just walks around, normal person, right? But whenever he talks to someone, he'll do /me. When he gets done talking to somebody, /me looks at hidden camera, and then the person they'll see the /me, and they go, "Well, what'd you just look at? What are you talking about?" /me again looks at hidden camera. Well, right there. What are you looking at? Nothing. I'm not looking at anything, because obviously they can't see it's a hidden camera. But my guy is just looking. Right, but I think that would be kind of funny. I don't know when I'll do it. I might do it tomorrow. Fuck it, I don't know. But yeah, that's a character I kind of want to play at some point.
I have a
she's lying. She's lying.
Shush.
She's lying. She's never coming back.
Sister character. Shush. I'm not lying. I'm coming back to Cops.
Wait,
Mac has already
I have a question. Are you gonna do what people normally do and have their main characters and side characters date?
No. Listen. So my
you are okay. All right. Well, that's
my cop character actually had. I don't know. I kind of left him high and dry. A boyfriend.
Who was
we went through all of the. It was his name's South Matthew. Tommy.
I don't know.
Gerard. I don't know. South is his Discord, but I kind of left him. But I don't know.
All right. Well,
that didn't answer a whole lot, did it?
Oh, there's a new update. Uh-oh. So wait, so are you going to do like it? Like, do y'all feel like you're more comfortable doing that since you already do it with Naldi and Nairi, or do y'all feel
I definitely think like we've set those boundaries, and like I'm comfortable with him. He knows like what I will and won't do, or what will and won't say. So like I could definitely see that working on a different character.
Okay. I mean, hey, I think that
what people don't know is like the bond. Like it's not even just the bond. Like it's like she knows certain boundaries that I like or don't want, and I know the boundaries that she don't want. So if ever came to that point where like if she wanted to do the cop thing, then it's like cool. You know what I'm saying? We'll do it because I know the boundary, and then it's just like it's I would do it. To answer the question. Yeah, I would do it.
All right.
You got no fucking choice, bro. Oh, sorry.
Oh my, damn.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you remind me of that fucking meme where it was like, sorry, Patricia came out. Sorry. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like the guy from Split, and he's like, sorry, Patricia came out. Oh my god.
Fucking nice.
Oh, I do have a question for y'all that I do this sometimes, which some people tell me I'm fucking psychopath for doing it. But I always kind of play scenarios in my head of how my characters will react to each other if they're in a room together. Like, does that sound stupid? It sounds stupid, don't it? But like, do y'all ever do that? Like, think how your characters will react to each other if they were to bump into each other? Because in reality, we're supposed to RP that our characters don't know each other. But
right.
Have you ever thought of how they would react to each other if they were to meet?
I feel like my other characters are not as prominent in the city. Like, to be able to have formed like a decent story like Nairi has. Nairi has kids and marriage and past engagements and things like that. Like I feel like they haven't like formed that story. They only have that basis of what they came into the city with. So I haven't thought about that. But your characters are like well established on each front.
They're not to a certain extent, I feel like, but I don't know. I always like I think with Kree, and if Kree and Jimmy ever meet, the first thing Kree would say, I hear too much about you. I'm tired of fucking hearing about you. Like literally every time, and this happens more than I can admit, is that when I'm on Jimmy, I'll hear about Kree, but then I don't know if they're doing it on purpose because I play Kree. And then when I'm on Kree, I hear about Jimmy. And then when I'm on Apollo, I hear about Kree and Jimmy. So it's like, it's kind of, sometimes it's like, I honestly, I was almost tempted a couple of times to put a ticket in and be like, how am I supposed to not know my characters if my characters are being mentioned against my will? I can't help it. And then I'm like, what if I just like zone out? And I can't. And then when I was sorry, you know what? Fuck it, I'll zone out. But then when I zone out, they're talking more about them. And then it's like, oh my god, dude. And like sometimes if I'm on Korean and I was at an event, they would play Jimmy's music nonstop. And so it's like I couldn't talk because my rapping voice is kind of like my normal voice, but just a little bit higher pitch. And it sounds the exact same. So it's like it's stressful. It's stressful having more than one character. Yeah, it's stressful. Don't do it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a trap. But yeah. That's pretty cool. Something like that. I can't play Sims anymore because I streamed it once and it scarred me. My whole chat was saying do
Wicked Whims.
Whoopa or something like that. Yeah. Make your character Whoopa with that girl. I'm like, what? No.
Woohoo.
Woohoo. That's what it is. Woohoo. Do woohoo. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing woohoo. Like then they start, dude, it ruined it. Game's weird to me. I don't like it. Cool people play it. That ruined it for me.
Scarred for life.
Also, I will say, been 40 minutes over, and I still don't have the live tag, so I'm legitimately banned from fucking.
Oh no!
It's fine though. I can at least say I've been banned for something.
I'll get to it
for you. Yeah, get to it, baby.
I'll get. Listen here, senior mod.
Senior mod and senior at the same damn time. Holy fuck!
Yes. Oh my god. Naldi tells me every day how old I am.
I don't.
Like in June, you're gonna be 37. You're gonna be 50, bro. I'm like, shut up.
I don't. I stopped. Like over the last month, I've stopped with her.
That's not true.
With her. Okay, I'll throw like the subliminals. Like she'll be like, my back hurts. I'm like, damn, damn, the arthritis kicking in.
So fucking
My back hurts.
rude.
Oh shit! Damn, really gotta.
So rude.
Damn, that is fucking crazy. Well, listen, I appreciate everyone come by the stream. It means a lot. I'm getting
We love you, chat.
a little bit more hungry, so I gotta wrap things up. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming on. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully, I can bring y'all back on if something dramatic changes. You know, if something
Maybe,
This man wants Nairi to have 5 babies. I don't know.
First off, that's not allowed in the server. First off,
no, not at all.
It's not allowed. But if it does happen, that'd be funny as fuck.
Love you, Sam.
Oh my god, what if Naldi is like the only fertile fucking guy in Los Santos?
Oh, God.
That would literally be the funniest fucking shit. Like, holy fuck, that'd be fucking amazing. Holy
we letting these babies fly.
Oh, no, we're not.
Maybe flying like bees out his junk, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's tight shit.
Type shit. Type shit.
They flying out her coochie. I vote for to have that type of RP where Naldi's the only fertile guy in Los Santos. Because now, you know, the thing is, like, there's no fertile guys. It's all just adult adoption. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
If that were to change. Well,
Oh, my shoes are so cute. They have bees on them. Oh, I just noticed that.
yeah.
You
Oh,
just
that's
noticed
so
that?
cute. My bees on my shoe.
You just
I love
noticed
you,
that?
Panda. Oh my god.
No, she did this, and I told her last night at 8, and she got done with it at 6. So like that small of a window, she fucking killed it. I mean, that's.
Did you show her the gif I sent when you told me there was?
Oh no! I told her, I was like, "Hey, we're going to do behind the role play." I was like, but I didn't want to ask because it's such last minute, and like I've also been busy with work. I just haven't had time to like really sit down and told her. And I told her I didn't want to ask her because she's sick, and she was like, "I'm sick. I'm not crippled." I said, "All right, damn, all right, shit, all right. If you want this shit," and that's when she asked for pictures, and I was like, and then she fucking blew it out of the park. So good.
We love you, Panda. It's amazing.
We
So
love you,
good.
Panda.
My Nana cream.
Jesus, when she told me that, I was like, damn. No, I told you know what I said, Craig, you're married. You can't talk because she was talking to Craig. I was like, Craig, you can't talk to me like you're married. She goes, what? I'm just telling you my name. I know you're married. You can't say things like that to me. You're married. So now every time that if any of my characters talk to her, I just go, you're married. You can't say that. I'm sorry. You're literally married. Like every time.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Who should we raid? Is anybody? I guess Callie. Callie is or is it Kaylee?
Callie-ish.
Callie.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, moments crew. All right, we'll raid her.
Let's go.
All right, let's see if I remember how to raid correctly. Hang on. Let's see here / raid.
While he figures out the raid, I'm going to tell you how old the world is. We're in 2025.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and raid. Thank you so much for just joining and staying and watching and listening. I'll be posting this stream on YouTube probably tonight. So if you missed it, don't worry. It's going to be on there. Also, by the way, if you want to support your local streamer, go ahead and use Dude'sMeFam at checkout at EchoRP store. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. 2024.
Bye.